What's up, everybody? This is Master EN Gamer, and this is probably the saddest video I've ever made. Jeff Kaplan is leaving Blizzard. I'm not really sure what to say about it. I mean, I assume everyone knows who Jeff Kaplan is. He's been the game director for Overwatch since literally the beginning, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's always been game director for Overwatch. Like, maybe there was like a period, like before the game was even announced, that he wasn't. I don't know about all the details back then, but ever since the public has known about Overwatch, Jeff Kaplan has been game director, and now he's not going to be anymore. Jeff Kaplan brought so much to Overwatch. He's brought the dev updates, which I'm sure we've all seen. He's brought a number of memes, whether intentional or unintentional on his part. And overall, he's just been such a critical part of what Overwatch is. Jeff Kaplan is synonymous with Overwatch in my mind. The two are the same, essentially. But lo and behold, Jeff is going to be leaving. There was this news blog post put up on the official Overwatch website. I'm not going to read through all of it here because it's typical sort of press stuff you would expect, talking about, oh, Jeff's happy to have worked with Overwatch, but now it's his time to leave. And Aaron Keller is actually going to be stepping in as the new game director for Overwatch. Aaron Keller is a developer who I'm somewhat familiar with. I'm not super up to date with everything he's specifically contributed. I know he's been assistant game director, I believe, for Overwatch for a while. And yeah, I know he's done a lot of good stuff for Overwatch. So in terms of the people to fill Jeff's shoes, I'm sure Aaron Keller is going to be a great candidate to fill in for that. But at the end of the day, nobody is ever going to be another Jeff. Jeff is Jeff. And yeah, he's going to be gone. Now, at this point in time, we don't know why exactly Jeff Kaplan has chosen to leave Blizzard. There's no sort of indication given from the blog post or any of the other things I've seen talking about his leaving of Blizzard and Overwatch. If I had to hazard a guess, well, no, I don't want to hazard any guesses because I don't want to make any assumptions of why Jeff would choose to leave or why he may have been sort of forced to leave. Again, just ideas there. I'm not saying it's one thing or another. But all I'm going to say is that over the past couple years, we've seen quite a few Blizzard veterans leave. Just 6 months ago, we saw Michael Chu, the former lead writer of Overwatch, leave Blizzard. I guess it was a couple years ago at this point, we saw Mike Morhaime, the original president of Blizzard. He left as well. Now Jeff Kaplan, who's been with the company far longer than Overwatch has existed. He used to work on World of Warcraft. Now Jeff, too, is leaving. And I don't like it. It's a bad sign to see all these these OG, very talented, very well-known developers and people in the, Blizzard company, to see them leaving. That is not a good sign. I'll just say that. And when it comes to the development of Overwatch 2 in particular, having both the game director and the lead writer leave within a span of 6 months during its development, I don't think I have to paint it any clearer for you to see what that means. However, I don't want to dwell too much on negative ideas and things in this video. Let's focus on the positive. Jeff was a fantastic game director. I have never followed a video game as closely as I've followed Overwatch, so I'm not as familiar with like different game directors for other games, but all I can say is that Jeff was a fantastic game director when it came to Overwatch. Unfortunately, I never really had an opportunity to interact with him directly very often. There were a couple instances that I did kind of get to talk to him directly, and those were super cool. But unfortunately, given my relative channel size, I just never really got to do any like one-on-one interviews or cool things like that with him, which is really kind of disappointing, but I guess that's the way it goes. But regardless, Jeff Kaplan always stood out to me as someone who was a gamer and game designer first and a businessman second. The one thing which always stuck out to me about him is that he seemed to actually understand, like, gamers and people who played games. Whereas most other companies, you see their, the whole corporate thing where it's like, do all these dumb things that make the company money, but gamers are like, this sucks, we don't want this. Jeff was never like that. He was always focusing on what people would enjoy playing in a game, what would make a game good, what would make a game fair, what would make a game enjoyable. Those were the things he always focused on, which, from what I can tell, is becoming increasingly rare in the gaming industry, which is another reason why it's so disappointing to see him leave Blizzard. Now, I don't think we know at this point whether he's retiring outright. He seems a bit young to retire, so I doubt he's going to retire. I imagine someone of his talent and skill, he's definitely going to be working on some other projects. And I, for one, am very interested in seeing what he ends up doing after Overwatch. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I can understand maybe why he would have left. He's been working at Blizzard for like 18 or 19 years. I think we can all visually see on Jeff himself how much he's aged, and I don't think the stress helped at all. He's still a beautiful man, I'll say that. No matter how many gray hairs he gets, Jeff will always be a beautiful person. But yeah, I think maybe the stress was just a lot. He's been there for a long time. Maybe he just felt like there were other things he wanted to do, or there were other things he should be doing, and decided to leave. Anyways, again, I'm just sort of speculating and blabbering at this point, basically. I don't know what else I really have to say. Usually I try to be pretty level-headed with like anything that happens with Overwatch or games or anything I cover along those lines. But this is like actually disappointing. Not disappointing like that I'm disappointed he left, but like I'm just sad to hear that this happened. I'm sad to hear that Jeff is gone. I mean, it's not like he's dead. Like, he'll still be around. I'm sure we can follow what he does wherever he ends up going. But yeah, I don't want to make it that dark. Jeez, no. He's just leaving Blizzard. Jeff still exists. He will always be a beautiful, meme-tastic individual. And again, I'm excited to see what he does next. So if there's a positive spin I can tack on to the end of this video and stop myself from rambling any further, I am excited to see what Jeff does next. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, I suppose. I'm sure most, if not everyone, is going to be sad to hear Jeff leaving. But, that's how it goes. People move from company to company, and maybe we'll get something else great for Overwatch in his place. Aaron Keller, I'm sure he's going to do a lot of great work as the new game director. And overall, I'm just going to be optimistic. Optimistic for Jeff, optimistic for Overwatch, and we'll see what happens going forward. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit the bell, do all those other social things. And until next time, I don't know what I'm going to talk about in my next video, but I'm sure it's going to be more positive than this. So thank you all again so much for watching. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. I don't want to forget to mention you guys. And otherwise, this is Master EN Gamer signing off. And until next time, have a great day.